I took another break because I felt like I needed one, but I am finally back to begin Season 4 of Let's Make a Soccer Team. This Cygnus Railway sponsorship is a trap because I have to make the semi-final of the National Cup, and that's a gamble at the best of times. I conversely get privileges from these two one-year deals, but neither of them are particularly relevant to me right this instant. I'm going to take Ovnik Struck and hope next year's sponsors are better. It looks like the sub-sponsors will pick up the slack and give us a lot of money because there are €3 million deals. All of them are a no-brainer to me. The big toss-up is whether I go for a 1-year deal here or a 2-year deal. I think I'm going to go with a 1-year deal, even though this has a discount on amusement park. We are still a long way away from building an amusement park. Kit manufacturer, 750,000, that's good. In fact, we're going to get more than 19 million because we now have a chance to get a TV station contract since we have an overseas base. It's just the one for now for 2 years, and it'll also help us maintain our base in Oceania. There's no need for me to change any of my staff. The only one whose contract is up is Bruckner. I'm also extending Pintado as a scout, and I'm only going to replace Tsukopoulos with another low-level scout. These 3 players are set to walk if we don't extend their contracts now. Adenana is causing issues, Oldenburg has caused issues, and Fassbinder doesn't really fit with the formations I want to play. This is interesting. I always ask for the manager's opinion on which players could potentially become the captain for the new season, and he actually thinks Kosaka is the one now. I was hoping for a little bit more in ticket sales this season now that we've promoted, but the game still thinks our stadium will be half empty, even with a modest increase to 20, although I can at least sell close to 2,000 season tickets. No, we didn't have this feature before. The team tour, we can go overseas to collect some extra money on a tour. You have to reach the top league to unlock this feature. I don't think it's the right time to start going on tour, however, because we still have the American Club Cup to attempt to win, and at this point we can't slot the tour in anywhere. We can go on camp in the first week, however. I'll actually go to Eindhoven because we have the money to spare now, and since we aren't slated to get tired on camp, I'm going to book 2 matches. I can do anything here except for physical, apparently. But the 3 that are rated highest according to the JP Wiki are team play, mental, and tactical, which I'm going to go with tactical. Well, then. We haven't heard from a dork in a while, but he somehow broke into our clubhouse level 1 again. But honestly, I think he's lying through his teeth just to get a reaction out of me, because the only upgrade we can make to this stadium is the lights, and 25k isn't that bad. That still leaves me enough left over to extend the clubhouse, but I'm not going to do it yet because the economy's in a boom period, but that also means that expansions are more expensive. We need to get the second training ground so that my players can train properly. And on that note, I'm also going to upgrade the youth training facility to level 2. We're actually coming into this camp short-handed. There are players in the youth team that I will be promoting after camp and before the competition, but for now, near enough everyone who's healthy is going to get a chance to play. Benz is coming back the other way with no one near him. Can he score this? No, that was a very weak shot. He needs to work on his dribbling because he appeared to... Oh, come on, that was a dive, clearly. They're throwing themselves down for the sake of winning a friendly game. Well, I'll make a note not to play against these cheaters in the preseason ever again. But we do have a chance to equalize now. Emmert, yeah, gets it short side. And we had one more chance to cross the ball, but it went straight to them. So it's a 1-1 draw where we really should have won that game. Oh, Fez is very popular. He has, in the seasons both before and after we took control, become a club legend, and I'll have to keep that in mind before I discard him too hastily. Oh, and this guy's just got acres of space. Dobner, first action he's made for the club, claims it. You won't be seeing Dobner that often this season, but he will be out here trying to do, as Abendroth almost scores, trying to get crucial match experience was what I was going to say, because what if Gießen gets hurt in training? We had our chances here, but it is going to end 0-0. The results of the camp, very good results. It's also time to bring several youth players up. Franzen, I was suggested by the game to bring up. I was going to bring him up either way. But I am also calling up Ibe and Freivogel. The latter two giving us more defensive depth. This is more or less the strongest healthy squad I can put out right now, and we're only just edging out Guadalajara. Should however provide good insight as to how our team might handle the top Bundesliga, because we will be playing teams of this quality or better every single match day. No, he missed. So we move on to late in the contest. I've got the youth promotees playing. I decided to sub all three of them on. Baumgart finding himself with some decent space. He had more space earlier and blew the cross. And nothing came of the throw-in either, so we move on into extra time. Corner kick, Baumgart. This is actually our second quarter of this sequence, but both were parried away. This is our last attack. If we don't get anything out, it's going to go to penalties. This is the one I'm most concerned about because Marshall is exhausted, but he can kind of shoot, and he does make it. I saved Ludwig for the 5 spot because that is the pressure spot in shootouts. He does make his, which means this is miss and lose. Gießen makes the save in the top corner, and we advance to the next round of the cup. He just joined the club. You know what? Just for that, I'm going to have to list him immediately. You're acting like this one turn after I promoted a guy, and it's not the first time you've complained about not getting along with someone. You're the problem. Another even matchup against Montevideo. Or it should be, but oh! Gagliano could have shot that and we would have conceded, but I looked at the stats at the end of the half that the first shot that Gießen parried would have missed, but it was in the corridor of uncertainty. And there's another miss. Oh, and that was a bad header from Hafez because now Gagliano and Russo could shoot. Gießen recovers again. Extra time again. Baumgart, good position. Ludwig with the easiest tap in he will ever get. Oh, and a nice slide from Marshall too as we take it to the second half of ET. The slide tackle is a novelty in the Elmast engine. That, however, isn't a novelty. Bicycle kick, he just misses. And it's late enough in the game that it might well be, and it is their final opportunity. We get out of here and make it to the final. We've received an offer for an Emerd already, but it's with a player attached. I cannot sign a player from another club. It has to come from my youth academy. I didn't necessarily need to reject outright. I could have made a counter offer where I asked for more money, but if anything, I'd like to defer Emmert's sale until such a point where I can at least find a solid youth forward to replace him. Pre-season cup final against Gremio. Our starting 11 unchanged. Here's Baumgart. Benz is going to get a good chance. I should have shot it. We're still on him though. They've only been up our end once and they were caught offside. Kosaka scores! Oh, they made a play. The goofy bicycle completely deceives Gießen, and just like that, it's 1-1. Gießen catches the bicycle kick this time, and it looks like we are, for the third straight game, going to extra time. And that is indeed what happens. Oh, that's dangerous. No, and Gieson unable to block that. Oh, we're going to make it 2-2 though. Ludwig gets the goofy art bicycle right back. Is there one more chance for us to score here? No. The game will be decided at 12 yards. Oh, the low right is no longer working for Gary Binns. Now remember, it's how we won in Football Taxes and Glory, but not here. Gieson goes the right way. Gremio's going to have a chance to take a 3-1 lead. They do. And he tucks it in, so it's no cup for us. We do pick up, basically the same prize that we would have gotten for winning an African or Asian Cup. And we also sold out all our season tickets. Yeah, I know. I've figured out that it only temporarily hurts Gary Binns' condition, and I have a condition session set up for the next game that we play. Ryan is starting to recover. We're also going to get Helmersberger back to yellow the very next turn, and as for Binns, I checked his condition. He still has one of the highest ratings on the team. It almost feels like these booze binges are flavor text and not actually affecting us in any meaningful way. Our club's first ever game in the top Bundesliga will be against Kaiserslautern. And then we may be in for a rude awakening in fixture 4 because of Bayern, but there really is no such thing as an easy fixture at this level. Basic rules for the first German league, nothing out of the ordinary except it looks like we can name 7 substitutes to the bench rather than 5. Our European League rank right now is 5th. The starting lineup for this historic moment for the club: Gieson, Marschall, Struckenschmidt, Amend, Schenk, Geiger, Kosaka as the captain, Lindpattner, Baumgart, Ludwig, and Binns gets the call up front. 4-5-1 formation, and across, Lindpattner in good position, but gets tackled. Oh, penalty call! Binns went down soft, I will admit that. He has had a couple of chances to kick in the pre-season. Oh, but it's off the post! I guess the ball don't lie, but Kosaka cleans up! Well, FC Leipzig have a chance to win their first ever game, but Altentrop gets the ball. Gieson with a claim. Gieson makes a save. Was never in any real doubt of giving that up, but oh, that should have been a goal. They'll be kicking themselves that it wasn't. Gary Binns is going to be tackled, but it's not going to matter because we have won 1-0. Kosaka with the captain's knock, picking up the goal off Binns' post hit and man of the match. I was going to start playing Ibe, but it looks like I'm going to have to wait a little bit longer for him to reach top fitness. Positive side for injuries, Ryan is available for this next game, but the injury bug hasn't left us quite yet because now Beckerath is out for 2 weeks. Unfortunate for him because he was in good form and unlucky not to play in the opener. Bremen, there you go. It's not just Bayern. We've got what appears to be a very good attendance considering the fears that the stadium would be half empty. Here's the lineup. We did make some changes for form or rotational reasons. And we're actually going to get the first attack. Geiger. Oh, everyone gets in the way. We score though. Geiger collected his own miss and we could be doing some giant killing right at the start of the season. Yep, the team is playing really well. Baumgart almost makes it 2. But here's Bremen coming out of the break. They're going to be a handful. They miss on this occasion. Corner kick late, taken by Torsten Frings. To Schultz, to Klanschik. Oh! Gieson almost stopped it, but it just bounced in. The injury time killer is going to deny us a scalp, but a draw against this side is still pretty good. I will say one other thing, as we are likely to get players back for an injury. There were 20,000 people in attendance there. I think the estimate of our attendance figures this season was very pessimistic. You know what isn't pessimistic though? R. Muller's prospects at this club. He can play a lot of positions that we need, and he is tactically fit, very good already. Meanwhile, I thought Helmersberger was going to be fully fit last term, but he is now, so he is indeed coming in place of Lindpartner, who actually misses the lineup entirely. He's starting to get phased out. This would have been a match against Ginster, except they benched him. Their defender kicked it out for a corner for no real reason. Gives us a good chance here, actually, and Ludwig is going to take it! Yellow card Benz. He will likely be subbed off in the second half. Ludwig, minor injury. He'll have to come off as well. Benz, though, has a chance to score before he comes off. Oh, he's not shooting that well right now. Now down the other end. Gieson blocks it. They're still on us. And it gets dribbled out. Oh, instead we could have gone 2-0 up, but Fulop did well to telegraph that. The final whistle goes, and this has been almost the best possible start we could have hoped for. Well, we gained Ryan and Helmersberger, and now we lost Ludwig. About the only thing we've been losing this episode, well, aside from the cup final, is the PR coin flips. Welp, Bayern at their fortress. And I'm going to try something different here. 4-4-2 because I thought Binns and Ryan both deserved to start this one. One might question the logic of me taking out a defensive mid for an attacker against a team that could rip us to shreds. But we're not cowards here. Live by the attack, die by the attack. Ryan scores! If we somehow make it to 60 minutes with this lead still intact, as Gieson claims that Pizarro did not one-touch the ball. See, what I'm thinking, as we approach the point where I make substitutions, they have to be all defensive subs and I have to start retreating. Well, I said all defensive subs, but Emmert's going to come in for Lindpartner. We are going to the more cagey formation, though. Good block, but they still had it. Oh! It was just too much pressure. Oh! Well, that wasn't a defensive lapse. That was just Claudio Pizarro being an absolute god. And that last attack goes nowhere. It was the expected result, but after getting so far into the match, it feels like a missed opportunity to give it up. Surprisingly for this early on in the season, we only dropped to 6th place with the loss, and our rivals are down in 11th. Still a very tight table. We're not going to know where we really stand until a couple of months in.